Welcome to the 2006 Superstition Mountain Mystery 3-Gun Championship. On the first stage we shot here, I ended up having a few problems because we had problems with audio. We forgot to switch the microphones off, but the running part went great with the rifle. I got the new mount for my JP, J-point off to the side, and it's a pretty neat little slick deal. I went to do a reload on the top deck and didn't seat the magazine, at which point it fell out, fell on the ground, and then the next magazine nearly did the same thing. Got it reseated, ended up losing like 8-9 seconds, which definitely cost me the stage. So that's part of racing. You know, when I didn't hit the magazine hard enough in, and lost a good chunk of time, cost me a significant amount of points on that stage. Luckily, I was able to pull it out anyway. This stage is a whole lot of fun with the little bit of handgun right at the front, and then you jump over to the rifle, or excuse me, jump over to the shotgun, and knock out 4 poppers with 4 flip-up clays. Neat little short stage. Terran Butler actually crushed this stage in like 30 seconds or so in limited. There wasn't a big advantage on the rifle as far as limited or open, or excuse me, tactical scope or open, since most of the positions were set up so that there was actually a padded place to make sure you could put down your gun and have it nice and stable. This ended up being me trying to figure out what was going on with this ammo. I actually didn't get the Black Hills 77 grain bullets in that I normally shoot in all these matches until the day of the match when they were waiting for me here on the patio at the house. So I ended up shooting 69 grainers in the match and didn't quite have the drop or something figured out there, so took a few extra rounds. This stage here was pretty nifty in that you started out with the rifle. It was all rifle on the stage, and I used the bipod quick disconnect to dump the bipod right here, made by Arredondo Accessories. Really neat little deal. And there's the using the little J-point dot side mount and go for the far targets out of the window. When you have a match like this with this kind of scoring system where it's 2 hits or 1A, and you've got the opportunity to run a beta mag or a nice big 40-rounder or something like that, run the largest mag you can, just don't worry about the extra weight. And when you're running past targets, just dump the rounds into them. You just got to have 2 hits. Don't stand around and work on getting A's. Just keep them in the brown and keep on going. I was having a little bit of a problem on some of the far targets again. Don't know exactly what happened. That's usually my strong point. Ended up shooting this stage twice because they didn't write down the time. That's the new Matt McLaren gun that I have for the open gun. That's just, I love that thing. I didn't change the battery out on it right before the match, so that ended up costing me a pretty good chunk of time on this stage in the first part of the handgun. And ended up with a reshoot. Had to go back and do it. Interestingly enough, on the reshoot, I was about a ½ second slower than my first time because I ended up waiting on, I think it's the pop-up target here. And went straight to the dropout, came back, put one into the metal plate where the pop-up target is there. So I had to wait for the cycle on that. It worked out pretty well. Main thing is a lot of people on reshoots go and just mentally die on the reshoots, and I've never quite figured out why. I think part of it has to do is they don't program it as a brand new stage. It's not the same thing. Once you've done it, go and you have to have a reshoot or something, go and reprogram completely for the entire stage. Now, there where you put the gun down in the box on the left side, one of the things to watch for is when you get to 11. Make sure when you go to set that gun down, if it's just one of the matches where you put the safety on, if you've got carpet or something like that, you can knock the safety off, and I know a few people have been DQ'd because of that kind of an issue. This is running with the little JP sight on the side mount. It worked out exceedingly well. Stuff's a whole lot of fun to run those little short courses.
Gun clear. Okay, let's go back. Clear your head. Good. Good. Right.
Now, this stage starts out with 8 slugs. I actually loaded 9 or 10 into the gun and just dumped them on the last target and not have to worry about it. I'm using that new Brenke Home Defense Tactical Slug, and that thing is just accurate as heck. It works with Benelli's, so there's no issues there. Running the Gold Toaster in locked mode because the gun was fully locked up. And that position there, you could see how I came back on it. I actually missed the step or the footing on it, so I had to come back. Probably lost a second or two there, and then I got angled around the nose windows. So make sure you have your angles programmed to really get into those positions correct. Looks like we had a little digital glitch there at the end. This is headshots at about 15, 18 yards. Make sure you know your hold-offs or your differences for the different distance of targets, especially with the rifle. A lot of people put the rounds right into the wood underneath the heads, or had their rifles zoomed up on power too much if they were running a single scope or something like that, and couldn't even hardly find the heads, much less shoot them. And then when they did shoot at them, they went too low. You see that new McLaren guns. That's nice muzzle flip to it. It just comes straight up and straight back with the target. It's pretty sweet.
2296. Okay.
This stage here was where basically I collectively stupid. Did not program right. I should have just set the gun down, but for some reason I decided to unload it. Run over, grab the shotgun, and I'd never quite seen the clay, I don't think, off to the right, because I shot them kind of out of order, and there you can see I lost nice 3 seconds on a little short course like that, finding the last target, which would have been, I think, a 15-second penalty. This little stage here, I just basically had to do a whole bunch of aiming on because I had exactly the number of rounds for the stage itself. The match is quite fun. Thank you to the match directors. Thanks to everybody else that ran it. They did a great job on it and made it through, and everybody was safe, and that was the most important thing.